All right, welcome everyone to the third RLZ exclusive live stream or the workshop, the third one of the week. This one is all about looking at the trades that we've taken this week. Gonna break them down, do some reviewing of the trades. And you might ask, why do this on a Thursday? Why not do this on a Friday or even on the weekend? I do, of course, do end of week reviews as well on Fridays, and I do reviews on the weekends as well, but I don't trade a lot on Fridays. Fridays for me is I try to take it easy. I try to get off work at around 2, instead of just working all day like I do all other days. So Fridays for me is like I take it a bit easy, and I'll also work a bit on Sundays, so I want to make sure that I'm not working too much, so, and also, looking at the statistics of my trading, we can actually see that Fridays are actually not very profitable, not my most profitable days. We will probably look at that closer a bit later in this live stream as well. But again, within the RLZ exclusive membership, we do 3 live workshops, private workshops like this one right here. You can find more information about that if you click the link in the description below. I also have, of course, in the Discord, have a free section, so you can just join the free section as well. But if you want more personalized guidance and help and want to, really take that step to become a profitable trader, get funded, and potentially even go full-time trading, then RLZ exclusive is the membership for you. So yeah, Thursdays are about reviewing trades. It's also my day of the week where I go through all the questions and all your all the thoughts you have here in the community. So we have Sir Cinema Bun here talking about ADA USDT, a short opportunity, and I'm gonna go through this. I promise you that I'm gonna walk you through this idea here live on the live stream. So let's take a look at this one right away, and then after this one we'll look at the trades that I've taken this week. We have 2 trades this week, 2 winners, 100% win rate. Yeah, it's just two trades, but it is pretty cool looking at the weekly win rate, and it says 100, but it's just 2 trades, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I took another look at ADA USD chart and saw the strong sell indicator and did some analysis. Well, I see a problem here right away. I see a very clear problem with this trade right away, but I'm not going to go through that until I read your analysis. Okay, so you write, I saw that there was an engulfing candle, which was the reversal, and it was in the relapse zone or the reload zone. I guess I think you're talking about the reload zone. I didn't want to enter too early on the 1 hour, and we still had not seen the break to be retested yet, so I waited. I saw the retest, and at candle close you made a sell. In my journal, I feel comfortable about my breakdown, but I have reservations that I might have fallen for the trap of looking at the daily resistance again. Can you please help? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you mean here with the journal and the daily resistance. Maybe you mean that you're shorting. Let's break it down. Let's take a look at this. So the first thing I'm seeing here is the fact that, let's see if can I zoom in? No, I cannot do that. So you went short right here where you have that bearish candle right there. Now the screen is very small, so I'm just going to go to ADA USDT on this one instead. Activate the indicator as well. So this was a signal on the 1 hour. This was right here. Okay, so the problem that I see is it looks like there's a support here. I would actually view this as support. Now, the way I want to trade this system with this indicator is I want to see a trend that goes very clearly like this. And what we're getting on this move is something like this. You see the difference here, okay? This trend looks like this. So to me, when I'm watching this, I'm kind of seeing a potential bottom formation being formed here on the 4 hour. And then when you go to the next candle, that's exactly what you get, right? You see that this level is holding quite nicely as support. So when you're going to be trading these signals, it's very, very important that this is what I talk about in the course as well, both the reloads, the RLZ method and the slingshot course as well. I talk about the fact that you need the horizontal levels and market structure needs to be your #1 focus when looking at these signals. So when you get a signal like this, remove the indicator from your screen, remove the indicator from TradingView, and look at market structure. Is the trend that you're trading super clear? Is it obvious? Is the trend just completely obvious? If it's not obvious, I mean, we can look at the daily here as well. What are we seeing on the daily? You know, I like a short here from this perspective. You know, to look at the daily trend like something like this. But you also have to take into consideration the fact that if you had a short signal here, that would be perfect. Because if you would have a short signal here, that would mean that you're testing daily resistance, and then you have this move to be traded down to support. You're trading from high time frame resistance down to high time frame support. But what you're doing now is you could argue that price has already hit that support level on the daily. So now again, we go down to the 4 hour. Price has a big move to the downside, hit that level. It's also an untested level. You can go back in time and you can look at this on the 4 hour. This is an untested level right there. And you're testing that right now. So this is actually the first retest of that breakout level as support, and you're deciding to go short here. And this is what I mean when I talk about market structure, price action, horizontal levels. It's going to be your main focus here. You go back into the 1 hour. Now, isolated, this might look like a good shorting opportunity. Okay, but if you combine all the things that I've already talked about, you're basically, I mean, what if you would have gotten the trade here? If you had a move up like this, ignore the daily EMAs here. But what if you had a move up here? You know, and that would also be probably the reload zone, right? So So what if you had this move? Now that's perfect. Not only is that perfect, well, it's really perfect because you also have the break and retest of that level. So look at market structure here. Okay, this is on the 1 hour. Price comes up, hits high time frame resistance, creates a range, sort of a distribution range right here, break, retest. That's where you want the signal. That's the signal you're going to be trading. The move has already happened. If you look at this right here, I mean, this is not really a trend, is it? It's not really a trend. It's more of a possible shift in structure here. We're looking at something like this. So yeah, exactly, Henry. Like you said, it looks very similar to the Euro NCD trade setup. Okay, so if we go to Euro NCD, this was a trade that we took yesterday. You see that price comes up sideways, and then we'll get a break and a retest, and it moves down to that level. That's the trades that you want to be taking, right? So price breaks down, retest that area, and then moves down to that support level right there. On Cardano, on ADA, what you did was you got a move here, and then you got something like this, and you went short here at that support. So the move has already happened. The move to the downside has already happened. You hit high time frame support. That's not the time to enter a short position. You won't find a lot of signals that align with this. And that's the thing. You're not supposed to get a lot of signals like that. The signals, though, that come along and the signals that work usually have very high win rate. But to be able to use that indicator successfully, you need to be very, very disciplined when it comes to the number of trades you're taking. Not a lot of the signals will be good. I mean, probably 90% of the signals will not be good signals. But the ones that align with market structure has a very good hit rate. Right. Let's see, what else do we have in the Discord? I don't think we had a lot to go through other than that today. So what I'm going to go do is I'll take this opportunity to break down the trades that we did take, both the trades that we entered and the ideas that we had but didn't enter. Let's begin with the trades where we had plans to enter but either did not get filled or removed orders for some reason. First one is USD JPY. This plan was made when USD JPY was trading here. Okay, the plan was made to go long. Why did we want to go long here? Because we're clearly at high time frame support. That's the level where I want to go long. What do we want to see at a high time frame key level? We want to see a 4-hour break of structure. And what we get here for USD JPY is going to look, I believe, something like this, right? But obviously on a much smaller time scale. Let's see if I can mark this out. I think it's something like this, right? See, yeah, price goes down, then up there, and then down. Yeah, so here's the break of structure, right? And then when the candle closed here, put in limit orders on that low level right there, the last immediate high pre-break, which is not the level that I should have put my orders in. So my mistake was here to not select the obvious entry order, which would have been that one right there. Stops a little bit higher. That would have been in trade. We would have been filled. We would have been probably exited this trade right before the FOMC for a 0.5 or 0.4 R trade. So that is a missed opportunity. Is it a bad decision? It's a bad trade? Not at all. I've learned quite a lot from this trade, which is great, which makes this, and also the plan worked out absolutely perfectly, beautifully. So this is overall a great thing that happened, you know. And going into next week, I'm going to be selecting the obvious levels for entry, not the lower one. So we've learned something from this one, which makes this a learning experience. Remember, I talked about this in yesterday's no, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday's live stream. I talked about how we can turn an ordinary trading experience into a learning experience, and if we don't do that, then that turns into a mistake and a failure. But this is obviously not a mistake. We've learned quite a lot from this one. Another plan we had was on 80 NCD, where I wanted to see a breakout structure here. Now, honestly, I think I might have missed a trade here, because I would probably have been good if I put my stop loss there, and TP could have been on that level right there. So I think this is a missed opportunity, and I have to think about why this was a missed opportunity. So let's see where those orders would have been filled. The close of that candle, maybe the entry happened a little bit too early my time, but this is a quick winner if we would have put in that one. So did I make any mistakes here? I don't think I did. I don't think I was available when this happened. I could have probably entered this one. So was there a mistake made here? I don't think it was. I mean, I woke up at 7:30. I woke up at 7:30. I wouldn't have been able to catch this one. So a mistake? No. A good plan? Great plan. A great potential trade right here. And I'm not going to go into, you know, what's the next trade on this one. I think it's quite obvious. I mean, the next trade on this one is just going to be a break and retest of this one, right? But I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to, you know, look at the details of future trades, because that's what I do on the weekend. That's what I do on the weekend. Yeah, exactly, Henry. Exactly. That's the last high pre-break. Exactly. So that level right there, that would have been our entry, and then exactly. So that's very good, very good. That's that would have been a trade. And now to the trades that we did actually take. Euro NCD. Okay, I did actually exit this one a bit too early, and I do have issues with that. I do exit a lot of my trades a bit too early, but as you can see, it would have come down to that original TP. I really need to. I was on Tradelicious earlier today and talked with Rich about this, and made a plan for what to do with that one. I'm going to talk about that more next week, what my plans are to make sure that I don't enter or exit my winners too early. But that's the Euro NCD trade. I made such a good decision when entering this trade. So this was taken on Wednesday on the Fivers live trading room, and I said during the trading room, it's like something feels wrong here, you know. I think, and this was my stop loss. I'm like, you know, something feels wrong. But I entered the trade anyway, because there was no technical reasons not to enter the trade. I did the exact thing that I was supposed to be doing. Sometimes you get emotions, you get feelings, and you have to analyze that. You have to analyze, why do I feel like this trade might be a wrong trade? And then you have to look at TA and you have to think about it, like, why? And I came to the conclusion that I have no good reasons not to take the trade. It's a good trade technically. I have a 130 pip stop loss. You can see the FOMC statement had a major effect on the market, but it came nowhere close to my stop loss. I had a very wide stop loss to take the news event into consideration. And so from an execution point of view, very good decision to take this trade. Very happy I did. The only issue I see here is exiting too early. And the other trade we had was NCD CAD. Here we see a double bottom on the 4 hour, a breakout, and I entered on actually the close of that candle. So this was a trade where I didn't put in limit orders. I actually entered on the confirmation of a bounce when you have that 4 hour bullish engulfing candle. Great trade, nothing to talk about here really. So I think that's it. Do we have any more trades that, and any more potential trades coming up this week that we can enter? Yeah, I mean, I guess we have NCD CHF. That's an interesting one, right? That might be a good trade for Friday. I'm a little bit hesitant trading on Friday though, because I've looked at my journal, and I'm not profitable on Fridays. We're going to take a closer look at that. So this Friday, I will not be trading. I will instead focus on backtesting. And that's also what we're going to be focusing on in this live stream going forward. Let me bring up the backtesting template. I also want to look at my journal. Happens if I go to that one. Yeah, you'll see my journal here. Okay, so what I want to look at now is performance by day. And I want to do return in R, and I want to look at weekdays, not days. Okay. Time. Okay, so here it is. We look at first, my return in dollar is very bad on Friday, but that's because I had a loser after increasing risk. But we can look at the weekdays here. I'm by far my most profitable day is when I'm entering trades on a Monday. On Monday, I made on total 2R, Wednesday 1.4, Thursday 0.42, and 0.14. Tuesday, I have not yet entered any trades. Look at the exit date. I don't think that matters much though. But the ones I exit on Tuesday, okay, I mean, that doesn't really matter. What I'm interested in is the entry. Mondays are by far the most profitable, as you can see. I've taken 8 trades, 10 trades, 2 trades, and 6 trades on Friday. So I've taken quite a lot of trades on Friday, but I haven't really made a lot of money on that. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I've exited the winners too early, because of course I should have made more money here, but I'm not very profitable on Fridays. And I'm not sure why, but I'll have to look into why that's the case. If I'm not very profitable on Friday, excuse me for the sound in the background. My neighbor is, yeah, no idea what he's trying to do, but he's do something. Yeah, so that's the Fridays. What else? Yes, okay, so let's do some backtesting here now. Let's go to TradingView, and we're gonna go to the chart layout called the Henry System Backtesting, okay? And we go to, I think this is super important for you guys to see how we do this backtesting session. It's very, very important to understand how to actually do the backtesting and import all the data into the backtesting template. Give me a second. I'm just going to lower my desk here. Gonna sit down for this one. Also, very helpful if you can like the live stream if you haven't already. Okay, so I've decided to first start my backtesting with the 4 majors, which is basically EU, USD/JPY, GU, and USD CHF. And we're gonna go back to the beginning of the year, January the 1st, and we're basically just going to go through the going to go through price action here, and I have to think about the best ways to do this. Because I'm making my plans every weekend. So does it make sense to... No, you know what? I'm just going to go I'm just gonna forward test this with the replay function here in TradingView, and I'm gonna go just bar by bar. I'm gonna mark out the important levels here. So looking at can you hear that background noise, by the way? That's insane. I'm gonna mark out the important levels here on EU. I think that should be it. If price comes down here on the 4-hour, then I want to look for confirmation to go long. And of course it just went straight through that level right there. So obviously there's no confirmation to go long. Look at the daily. What's happening here on the daily? The overall trend is he's not dragging furniture, he's sawing pieces of metal. Okay, so how do I trade this? Probably look for a short here. See if we can get a move back up there. Let's see. I want to be sure that I'm adding levels the downside as well. If we come down, I would say that pretty interesting level down here. I think this backtesting session is going to take way longer than I first anticipated, because I need to make sure that I'm really doing this the right way. Okay, so we actually hit that level right there. We do have a bullish candle right there. That closed at 11 though, so I'm not able to trade that. I need to make sure I'm only taking the trades that I'm actually able to trade. This one I would be able to trade, but I'm not going to go into the 4-hour. I would not have taken that trade. That would have been a winner though, but that's non-farm payroll. Obviously I'm not going to be trading through NFP. Okay, so now price is just between two major levels. I'm going to wait for either of those to break. Okay, that's the break to the downside. We could look at the daily. I don't think this is okay, so that's a daily level. On the 4-hour we don't really have a good break lower here. EU is giving us pretty confusing price action here. Remove all past drawings here. Okay, what am I looking at now? What am I looking at here? Okay, that's the daily level. You definitely see that as a daily high time frame level. Yep. The 4-hour price is going to come down there. Can we form some type of bottom formation down here? Does not look like it. Maybe now. That's a pretty clean candle, right? That's a 4 hour, that's a strong. We come down here. Now it's not really a breakout structure, and we have this resistance right here. So I would like to see a breakout candle here. Is that going to be a breakout candle? Nah, that's not really a breakout candle. We need something. Would I have traded this here? Yeah, I probably would. Probably would take a trade here, because what we have now is price comes down into high time frame level. It's very clearly, it's a daily breakout level. It's untested level on a daily. It goes straight through that 4 hour level. Looks very good. I would probably have entered this trade here on that one right there. Where would my TP be? I would probably look to TP here. And that allows me to have my stop loss all the way down here. So this would be my trade on EU. Now let's see how this moves. Okay, so TP1, I mean TP would have been hit here. Inflation rate comes out January the 31st at 2. And I would be entering this trade the day before. Yeah, okay, so that's no problem. So that is our first trade. Now you can see that we began testing on January the 1st, and our first trade comes in at the last day of the month, which means a whole month goes by on EURUSD without a single trade. And that's the level of patience I need to have to trade this system. But of course, I'm not looking at only EU. I'm looking at 39 different pairs. So now what we do is we go over to the backtesting template, and we put in the date, which is January the 30th, and time. No, Henry, I do not put on the weekly or monthly open. This is all I have on the chart, and especially now with backtesting, and I'll show you why. I'm a bit blurry. Why am I blurry? There's something wrong with the autofocus here. Doesn't matter though. Right, so what do I add here? It's time and then date. I can't remember if the time of this candle closing, when is that? Is it closing at 20? Wait, so this candle actually closed at 11. You know what I'll do? I'll enter everything, and then I'll look at the data to see which time zone is best, because if the data shows that I need to be awake at 11 p.m. and I'll be awake at 11 p.m. So I'll just enter this, because I do believe that this candle, I'm hovering over the candle, and then when I switch to the next one, that's when this candle is opening, right? So means that the previous candle is closing at 23, and that's when I get the confirmation of a trade. Now I'm looking at TradingView, but you're seeing you're seeing the backtesting template. But let's add that right now. What is the time? 23:0, so 11 p.m. And what pair is it? Is on Euro USD. What's the result in R? It's 0.5. Okay, now it's time to look at the confluences, okay? Confluence 1, blind orders, yes. Entry confirmation, was there an entry confirmation? No. And what I mean by entry confirmation is instead of using blind orders after a candle close, I'm looking at price coming down to the level where I would have a blind order, and then I enter based on confirmation. So was this a blind order? Yes. Confirmation? No. And by the way, this backtesting template is available for everyone in the Discord community, so you can check the link in the description below and go into WAP, join the community, and you'll gain access to this backtesting template. Now, interesting. Confluence number 3. Do we have a daily reversal candle? This, to be known, I have to go back and look at the daily. Do we have any daily reversal candles here before the setup triggering? And the simple answer to that is no, we do not. Do not check that one. Confluence number 4. Do we have a 4-hour breakout candle? Yes. Do we have a 1-hour breakout candle? Go to the 4-hour and I'll show you what the 4-hour breakout candle looks like. That's this one right here, because it breaks that level and it closes above, and then we get filled on that one right there. Did we have a 1-hour breakout candle? Meaning, would this be tradable on the 1-hour as well? And the answer is yes, we did have a 1-hour breakout candle, which is that one right there. You see? That's a very beautiful structure on the 1-hour actually. And you have that breakout, and that is the high, and we would have been filled on the next candle. That is a 4-hour breakout candle as well as a 1-hour breakout candle, which means this trade setup would have been tradable based on the 1-hour candle close that happened at 2. So now you see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to see, do I need to wait for confirmation on the 4-hour, or can I just wait for a 1-hour breakout candle? You know what? This is actually not a good test because I'm only going to be looking at the trades on the 4-hour. So actually, I can't test that. That would not give me good results. You see, you have to really think about what statistics you're gathering and why you're gathering that statistics. But if I'm only looking at the 4-hour for confirmation, it makes no sense to have know what the 1-hour is doing. That has to be possibly be a separate test, I believe. Okay. And what I mean here is these ones right here. So I removed that. So now we only look at blind orders, entry confirmation, daily reversal. That's all we look at. Okay. So now it's time to move on and see how long time I'm going to be spending back testing, right? This takes a long time. This takes a long time because I've already only back tested one trade, and I want to have, I'm going to be testing the whole year for the majors. So we're going to be playing forward with the 4-hour here, because now we know that we're at a high time frame key level on a daily, and we might actually be able to enter a new trade here on the 4-hour. Of course, this one comes down lower, but we see again that we have something forming here. Bottom formation here, perhaps. We have a level going through here. Breaking retest of that level would potentially be quite good. And that's where we have the breakout. Now, what would this trade look like? We need to make sure that it's a I would go on the last immediate high. I would probably TP at the FTA here. And now, can I have a wide stop loss? You know, I don't really like the fact that I can't have my stop loss below, you know, below the whole structure. I'm not gonna journal. I'm not gonna add this trade to the backtesting template because I would not have taken this trade. But it's just interesting to see what the reaction is. Wow, look at that. Yeah, now you know why I did not want to have my stop loss down there. Okay, so that's just an insane trade right there. But we have a news event as well. Yeah, NFP again. Yeah, this would not have been a trade because I'm not trading NFP, and that's the reason why. We're lower. Okay, so we broke that daily level. I think at this point we need to start looking at levels below. That's a daily level right there. Where's the actual daily level? I think we can draw it all the way here. That's a decent level right there. Yep. Okay, so somewhere in this area I'll be looking for longs. If we come up to this level without activating any longs, I'll just go short here. I think that's actually a good level. I would want to have I would want to go long here based on that level. I think this is a good reaction at this level. I would want to have my stops probably here. And then TP would be right here. So let's see what happens here. Okay. What is this all about? Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess. And now we know why I want a wide stop loss. I guess that this has to be a winner, right? Even though it looks really stupid, it has to be marked as a winner, right? Because what happened was here, we did not have a break of structure. Now, again, I'm not looking at the 1 hour much, but if you look at the 1 hour, it's quite clear that you have a good, you know, type of movement here, right? Just up to that level right there. Then of course it went all the way down here, but I had a wide stop loss. So I guess this has to be marked as a winner, even though it kind of feels weird because it's this weird price action. But we'll go over to this one. So what's the actual, at what time? So this is night time. Now obviously, no, that's at 7. Okay, so at 7 in the morning, that 4 hour candle closed. At 7 in the morning. What day was it? 6th of February. Okay, blind orders. Blind orders. Did I have a daily reversal? With the daily? No. On to the next one. A great question from Henry here. It's a great question. Should you have an indicator to mark out when you're trading? I think that's a good idea, and I have one. I believe I have one here. No, okay, so I'll see if I can find it. I think it's this one. I have one as favorites here. I will post this in the. I will post this in the Discord channel. We'll tag you. I'll show you. It's this one right here. So if I go in, I add this one. you can select your trading session on here, and then it's going to be your trading session. Your specific trading session will show up, and you can just take trades within that session. So that's actually very good thing. Okay, moving on. Next trade. Yeah, we get another trade right after this closing. The problem is that one closes 3 in the morning, at 3 at night. And then that's the next one is our 7 a.m. close. On the daily, still no reversal. Would I trade this though? Yeah, I would. If I could get a good entry. I want to have my stop loss down here at the same as before. And then I would TP. Look at that. That's perfect, right? Price comes down, hits support, making its way up to that resistance. So it would have been filled on that one. And I also have trade management, right? So I'll look at each candle and I make decisions based on those candles. Oh, wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm obviously going to look at exiting this trade based on the next candle. Now I would move my stops here. And I would close the trade here. Because this is just not the type of price action I want to see. Now let's see how it plays out. Oh, god damn it. It would have hit that TP. You know what? This is so retarded because I said I'm going to exit here, but that's exactly what I'm not supposed to be doing. I can't believe I did do it even in backtesting. I need to stop doing that. I need to mark this as a winner because I'm not supposed to be exiting my trades if they're winners. Only losers. Okay. So that's another win. You see that I put my TP at 0.53 because 0.03 is yeah, exactly, Henry, exiting my trades too early. 0.03 pips or 0.03 R is the commissions. Okay. That's the next trade. You can already see that going quite well. That's the next one right here. What time was this at? It was based on the 11 a.m. close and on the 7th of February, day after. And then confirmation is blind orders. Again, no confirmation. I think I'm just gonna go with blind orders. I mean, honestly, I think that's the one. Okay. What does the daily look like? No daily bias candle, no daily reversal candle. So that's it. That's everything we have to enter. You see how slow this is, and I want to make sure that I have like 100 trades, and we're at 3 trades right now, so you can really understand how much work there is in actually developing a trading system, right? And this is the type of work you want to be doing. I mean, you're watching this live stream, it's like it's super boring, right? I know I'm not getting a lot of views on this one, but like that's the crazy part when it comes to trading and education and YouTube, and because people don't like this. But what I'm showing you guys here, what I'm showing you guys here is it's the real deal. This is you know, I've paid several thousands of dollars for courses where they go through stuff like this. So it's this is the things you need to pay attention to. This is the work you need to put in to really be profitable. Okay, so that trade is done. And now we'll look at the daily. And we're gonna ask yourself, do we perhaps want to go, do we want to go short here at that level? Maybe. I think we could argue that the trend is somewhat neutral here, and yeah, I would probably go short at that level. So I will wait till price comes up here. It's too late. Okay, so the idea is gone now. I'm not going to take that trade. We're back down at that support level. Does this look like on the daily? Yeah, I don't feel like I want to go long here. Okay, I don't feel like I'm not comfortable going long, because now this trend is very, very bearish, but we are at support. So no trade here for me. Of course, we do get a beautiful long setup forming down here though, which is unfortunate. Look at this, right? You have that breakout candle, and then you have that last high pre-break. Stops down here, TP at 0.53, and that actually aligns with that level. You know, yeah, I would have taken this trade. I would definitely have taken this trade, because even though we're trading with that daily downtrend, it comes down and hits a, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still very strong high time frame support right here. And what happens here is it goes from this level just up to this level. So we're still trading within the daily trend. Yeah, I would probably have taken this trade actually, because it's at a high time frame level, big move to the downside, and we're only taking, yep, I would. So it's at 19:07 in the evening, 14th February. So there is, of course, a slight bias here. You know, you looked at me doing the backtest, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to take this trade, and then it became a winner, and then I'm like, I probably should have taken this trade. Would I have said that if it's a loser? Maybe not, but for that reason, I like to remove like 15% of the win rate. You know, I do backtesting, and I would like to just cut 50% off the win rate, because I'm looking at like 10 to 15% margin for error here. So I take away, 10 or 15% of the win rate, and then perhaps 20% of the profit, just take that off, and then see if the results are still good. Maybe even just cut it in half. I mean, if I get a 80% win rate, of course I can cut that down like 10 or 15% down to 70 or 65%, and if the results are very, very good, and I can cut it in half, and the result, like if I remove 50% of the profits and the profits will still be good, like that's a very big margin for error. Obviously would be quite profitable still. Okay, so now, do we have any trades left in this range or with this type of price action? And I would say no. I think I would want to have price breaking above in any of these zones here. What I have to do is I have to wait for the daily to either break above this level, or even a break below that low, or form some type of new structure. See on the weekly, a weekly level here. Daily. Well, you could definitely argue that there is a level here on the daily. Yeah. So if there's confirmation of a short up in that region, I would probably short this. Yeah, so now what you can see is you have a downtrend, uptrend. That, of course, is a strong bearish candle. But it's not really I can't really view it as a breakdown candle. There's no way to put in limit orders here. I think you have to wait price action to develop a bit here. Now I see a good level to trade from if we have a break lower. I'm still watching for a short here. We're at resistance. Just in a clean break lower. Okay, I think that's potentially the candle breakdown that I'm watching. That would be the entry. Also closed at 7 in the morning. Can I have my stops here? Would that make sense for a TP? Where would TP have to be? Right there. I do think that kind of makes sense. Let's try this out. Did not get filled on that one. So we'll go on to the next one. But you see that the general idea was somewhat correct though. What happened here? 14, and then we have, is it NFP? No. Inflation rate at previous trade I would have been filled here, but I think the move down already happened. I think it's gonna go down though, but there's no trade. Okay, again, no trade here. It's just ranging around. I'm not liking this now. However, we are seeing a break of structure here. We're seeing a downtrend, and then we see a break of structure here. So now obviously I would be looking for longs here. We have a breakout right here. I would be targeting probably that high as my entry. Let's see. When did that candle close? 7 in the evening. And my stops here. 0.53, just up to the local high. I would probably put it on that right there. Go in. TP would be 52. That's 0.51 though. Build and TP. We got news though. So what's the news here? ECB interest rate decision at 14. Fed Powell. What's the stop loss on this one? It's 52 pips. I mean, yeah, I would probably take that trade if I'm going to be honest with you guys. Is it worth it though? It's not really worth it with the news events. I should track that. I should definitely add a section within the backtesting template where I track news events, and we can actually look at what the effects of news event is. Normally though, I would not. That's the 7th, 16. So I'm entering this trade before the news event. And then we have on the 8th, non-farm payroll happens here. I think I would actually have entered this trade, if I'm going to be honest. I entered the Euro NZD trade before FOMC as well. So I think, you know, what I'm going to do for this backtest attempt is probably not enter trades like the same day of CPI or NFP or something like that. But that's going to be another winner. Let's see, what day was this? Yeah, I should enter. No, you know what? I'm just going to ignore news events. I'm going to take the trades regardless of news events. So I can actually look at the statistics and the number and say like this is the statistics and these are the backtesting data when ignoring news events. And then I'll take the decision on, you know, not trading the news event or not. But basically it would be interesting to have data to support the fact that system is profitable without taking news into account, you know, because I do know a lot of traders who don't care about the news at all, but there is an important factor with the news, and that is slippage and the increase in spreads. But that's something I have to take a decision at the day of the news event. I'm probably not going to be trading. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Okay, so the 6th, March the 6th at 7. You know, it's just that it just feels weird. You know, we start off with, oh, by the way, I've actually started at here. Didn't start at 1. And I did not enter on the 6th here. Did I have blind orders? Yes, I did. Blind orders. What about the next one? The one on the 14th, I had blind orders on that one as well. I don't think I have to even look for the difference between blind orders and confirmation at entry. You know, it feels a bit weird. It feels a bit weird that we now have five winners in a row, and I'm a bit afraid that it's going to be too profitable. You know, that the statistics is just going to be too good to be true, because I'm a little bit afraid of, you know, curve fitting and really, you know, taking trades that might not be trades that I wouldn't have taken live. But I mean, so far the trades I've looked at is actually quite good. It would most likely be trades that I would be taking live. Maybe one of them, but you know. Okay, so back to the daily. What do we have? We're now at resistance. I would probably have this marked out as resistance, probably something like this. And because of that, we are going to look at potential short opportunities if there's a clear break of structure, or perhaps even longs if we break this level to the upside. Let's see. See if we can get a break lower. Yeah, okay, that's the break. No, it's a wick on that one. Another wick. Really doesn't want to break down here, it seems. A lot of buyers coming in here. Let's see. That's the break lower. And I do think that this trade is gone, you know. because I mean, okay, so the idea could be this, right? This candle is closing at 2, and then what happens later is retail sales right before. So this is because of the retail sales that happened 30 minutes before the close of this candle. I would have my stops here, and then I would TP right there. Is this a good trade? I think so, because we have an uptrend, you know, got this uptrend right here. I'm thinking we'll see something like that. So that would actually be a trade. It would have been filled here and then TP. Okay, that's crazy. That's insane. Like, when am I going to... Oh, you can't see the chart. Damn it. Yeah, this was the trade. Okay, so basically what happened was we broke down here. And we had that breakdown candle right there. And I put orders on the retest of the last low pre-break. And then it got filled there and then straight down to TP. And then I said, that's insane. Where's the losers? I mean, I really don't like this, because it's like, I should be happy, you know, that what I'm doing here is working extremely well. But it's too good to be true. Like, all throughout January to March on Euro USD, there's no losing trades, which is like, come on, you know. And I think actually EU is one of the pairs where I have worse performance. Okay, so when did the trade happen? It candle closed at 18, because now it's winter time. It closed at, really, is it? Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to winter time, summertime. Why did it close at 18 all of a sudden? Has to do with summertime and winter time. Okay, 14th and 18. Find order. Okay, you know what? I really do have something here that works obviously incredibly well. I do only have a small number, but the thing is, when I look at my trading journal, it already tells me the same thing. So I'm just gonna stop. I'm probably just gonna stop looking at blind orders versus confirmation. I want to look at daily candles though, and that's actually what happened right here, but that happened after. Okay, so for the sake of doing this a bit quicker, I'm simply gonna stop tracking blind orders or entry confirmation from now on, because I'm only gonna be trading this using blind orders. Okay. And I'm not going to be caring about the daily candles. I'm just going to be looking at blind orders, which I'm not doing today in live trading. So this would actually be comparing with my live trading. I mean, what if I have no losers on Euro USD during the whole of this year? It's almost like I don't want to share that results, because I'm going to be posting it on Twitter and people are going to be like, oh, no way, you know, you're stupid. It's just that's too good to be true, which I would agree with. It's just like, I want some more realistic data here. So let's try to do this a little bit quicker to make sure that we actually see if we can actually get a couple of losers here. So on the daily now, I would say that we do have a daily level here. Go to the line chart as well. I think that's a pretty good daily level. Yep. Okay, so we're at daily support. We just hit the TP on that one, and now we're going to be looking at another trade, a long trade here based on a 4-hour. If we have the next candle kind of breaking above this one, a best case scenario is we have something like this. Let's see what we get. That's good. Exactly what we want to see. Very nice. Double bottom. Holy shit, look at that. That was our breakout, but that was because of news. That was FOMC. It was FOMC right there. And that closed at 18. Now let's see, can we get an entry later? Now what happened was we had, if we did actually have a, so if we look at the daily, we came up when we hit that resistance. We came up when we hit that resistance, and that would actually be an entry trigger, okay? So we have a strong rejection here. So I would enter on that one right there. Stops would have to be above, you know, that wick right there. And then TP right there. And there we go. That's the TP right there. Okay, so that closed at 10, the 21st at 10. See what I'm saying? It's, you know, 7 winners in a row. And you guys are seeing this. You guys are seeing this live. You know exactly what I'm doing. You know why I'm doing it. There's no like nothing weird going on here. Now we're back at this support level. It's also high time frame daily key level. So if we do have any strong confirmation of a bottom, which we do not, if we broke down, now we're going to be looking at the daily for our next key level. Where's our next key level? Our next key level is here. We're hitting that key level right now. We go into the 4-hour. And we look for entry confirmation. What? Okay. I mean, I could have taken the trade here. That's when 6 in the morning. Probably not, but if I did take that one, then this would have been my trade. It would already have been hitting TP right there, but it's a bit too early. Is this a potential trade? What does it look like on the 1-hour? At the 4-hour high? Yeah, okay. So I think I'm gonna put in orders for this one. Stops down here, and then TP right there. I think that makes sense. If it moves higher here, then I'll have to remove the orders. Yeah, okay, that trade is gone. Back to the daily, we bounced here at resistance. We're gonna be looking for shorts up here. Perfect. That's a strong candle to the downside. I would say that this level looks good. Does it align with the 4-hour? It does perfectly. We'll be putting in short orders here. Stops above that level and TP at 0.53. Do you want to keep the orders in? Yeah, I do. Did not get filled on that one. Well, I should have been filled on that one, no? Yeah, right there. By the way, I have to look at S&P 500. Is it true that we broke into all-time highs? It is. Wow. That's crazy. We're in a really bullish market right now. Bitcoin is breaking out as well. Very, very, very bullish market right now. Very risk on. Very nice. Okay. Back to back testing. Actually, you know what? Let me. When is the 4-hour candle closing? 2 hours. Let me just do a quick market scan here. Do we have any? Nope. No more trading. No more trading. Back testing. Back testing. Okay. So when did we actually have? Ah, my nose is itching. Okay, so when did we actually have the? Okay, that I'm not in the backtest template. I'm putting in the when the confirmation of the trade came in. So it's 26/18th. I think this is absolutely insane. We got a winning streak of 8 trades. The thing is though, if I go to my journal, you will see that here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 winning trades in a row. And then here we have 3 winning trades in a row, and then 3 here, and 2 here, and 4 here. So I mean, having 8 winners in a row, especially with, you know, when back testing, is not weird at all. Okay, so now on the daily, I would go long down here again. Wait for price to come back down. Yep, there we go. Good reaction. I want another reaction. Double bottom perhaps. That's a good one right there. I kind of like that one, but I would like to see a move slightly higher, a little bit more to the upside. Nope. Okay, we broke that level to the downside. And we're at another support down here now. Could probably mark out that like this. Would that make sense on the line chart? Kinda not, but kinda. But the weekly, yeah, the weekly is good. Okay, so daily, we're at that level right now. So we're gonna go for some type of confirmation of a bounce here on the 4-hour, and then we're gonna take it up to that level. There we go. That's that candle right there. Last high pre-break. This feels like a very tight stop loss. I need to put it probably below these wicks to the left here. Oh, wait, I'm not looking at Kansas City chart. Man, I gotta remember that. Okay, so what I was looking at really was, we had that breakdown. We looked at the daily and the weekly. We found the level, key level here. And now, of course, we have the same structure here with entering on the last high pre-break. And stops is here based on the wicks to the left and below that wick as well, and we're looking at a 0.53, so it's a very small move to the upside even before we hit that level to the upside. Let's see. Did not get filled on that one. Could we just have entered the market here though? Because it's so close. Look at that. Would there be a huge difference in entering at market here? Because we're looking to take the trade up here. So what if we enter at market here? I mean, yeah, we could definitely have entered the market here, because even up here is a 0.53. So entering at market here, and you see price moves straight up here. I think that would still... What about the news though? Inflation rate at 2, 1 hour before the close of that candle. Then JOLTS job opening 1 hour after the close of the candle. No, I would. So the thing is here, we could put in blind orders, but if price is just so close to that level, it's better to use a market enter if the risk to reward is worth it, you know. So yeah, that would have been a market order entry. But I also said that I'm just going to be testing. You can see this. You can see the difference here. That's the candle close, that's entry. And here's candle close and entry. Very close, quite far apart. So when the candle is closing close to the point where I want to have a limit order, it's most of the time better to just, you know, market enter. But that's not what I'm supposed to be doing though. I'm going to be testing limit orders, so that's not going to be a trade. Also, I have to be realistic. I would probably put in limit orders here. Okay, so back to the daily. If we come back up here, so rounded retest on the 4 hour, probably going to be looking for shorts at that level. I just want price to come back up here. Now it's breaking above. Okay, so now on the daily, I feel like we have too many levels. I have to clean this up a bit. Are we testing any high time frame resistance here? What about this one? Yeah, that's a daily resistance level right here. Now we're going to look for confirmation of a short here on the 4 hour. Like we're potentially breaking out. Is that a good confirmation? Yeah, I would say it's interesting. It's interesting. However, we're in summertime now, and that candle is closing at 11, so I would not be able to take that trade. No, right, that's right. I'm going to be taking those trades anyway because I'm going to be seeing how profitable that entry time is. That's the last. Now look at that. It's so close to the, you know, this is what I mean by the difference between market enter and limit orders. But I think I have to be disciplined in the fact that I should just, you know, take the limit orders. I want to have a little bit tighter, wider stop loss on this one, like that. Okay, I'm filled here. And price went to TP. I mean, guys, what's happening here? What's happening? It's insane. I would never imagine to have only winning trades from January to April on Euro USD, which is my worst performing Forex pair. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Insane. Oh, wow. Okay. April the 4th, 2300. Euro USD, 0.5. Insane. We have a cumulative R of 4.5, average R 0.5, obviously win rate 100%. Nine winners in a row here on Euro USD. The thing is, obviously, it's not going to be in live trading 9 winners in a row because while taking these trades throughout the year, I'm going to have many more trades on other pairs. It's just insane that I have a, you know, 4 months of no losing trades on EU, which I guess it kind of aligns with the statistics, but it does feel a little bit too good to be true. Let me stand up here. Right, so let's do 10 minutes more. Getting a bit tired, honestly. Okay. Back to work. All right, we're looking at the daily. Where's support? We have support down here. We're actually testing that level, or about to test that level. Yeah, exactly, Henry. Very, very good comment here. So Henry is saying that the high win rate is because there's no discretionary trades included. Well, this is kind of discretionary, but also not, because it's a very clear, it's actually quite clear systematic approach. Mark out daily levels, wait for price to hit those level, and then have like a confirmation candle or breakdown candle on the 4 hour, and then enter orders on the last low or last high pre-break. So it's kind of simple stuff. So I would say it's quite systematic, and you're absolutely right. Here's the thing, I'm going to show you something here. Here's the thing. These are my results live. Okay. Got about almost 40 trades at this point. 37 trades. 70% win rate. 4R. But look at this. What if I only take the trades that are according to my plan? The perfect trades. Now we're looking at a win rate of 85%. That's probably what we're looking at with the backtesting data. We're probably looking at this result, which would mean that now in September, 100% win rate, but it's only on 5 trades. 3 weeks, 5 trades. Go back to August, 1 losing day. July, 2 losing days. It's very good. Very, very good. Look at the equity graph. I assume that this is a type of equity graph. Like, I think this is what we're going to be seeing with the backtesting data. Because in backtesting, I don't make any mistakes. And this is what no mistakes look like when I'm trading live. Dude, like, looking at this and thinking about it, it's just, it makes me so. I've never had. I've been trading for 7 years. I never had these types of results. To have 80% win rate and have good returns, like high average R, is insane. To have high win rate and high expectancy, that's the dream, and very few traders have high win rate and high returns. Usually it's like high R, low win rate. But to have an equity graph that looks like this is just holy shit, this is what my equity graph looks right now. And this is true for across pretty much all my trading systems, even with the RLZ method. Like, get a nice push to the upside and then sideways for 2 months, nice push to the upside, and then you compare it to this, which is like there's nothing but up. It's just up and up and up and up. Yeah, very, very excited for the future. Very, very excited for what this system is going to bring in terms of scaling. I'm at 160K now with the Fivers account. I'm on the I've already scaled that twice. I'm on the hyper growth program, which means I'm going to double that account every 10% profit. And the goal is to get to 4 million in funding, and that's why I'm developing the system. I want to make sure that my road to having that 4 million account with the Fivers starts here. And it's pretty cool because all of you guys watching, you're invited, into this journey. And these results here is telling me that I'm going to get to that 4 million mark quicker than what I actually envisioned for myself and what I anticipated. And you can do the exact same thing. Get a high stakes account, make 10% profit, scale it, and then you double it. Then, you know, it's when you reach 1 million, it's not a long way to 4 million. Okay. Here we see that price came down into the high time frame level. And the thing is here with the levels I'm marking out, I think that's why the results are so good, because I've learned exactly which of the levels I should look at, because I always have almost a perfect reaction at the levels I'm marking out. So I think the key to trading this way and the key to my trading is years and years of experience adding these levels to the chart. So I've become very good at marking out the level. One more trade and I will end this live stream. Okay, what am I seeing? Well, this level has already been tested. I'm probably just going to wait for a breakout, which I'm pretty sure is going to come to the upside here. Okay, so that's the break. Now we'll look at the 4 hour. What happened? Oh, okay, so here's the 4 hour. Now I want to just play this forward. I don't really trust this price action. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. It's an NFP probably. FOMC. Inflation rate, FOMC. Okay. Insane. Hit support here though. That's high time frame support right there. So now obviously we're going to be looking at longs. Good candle right there. Breaking down, big wick probably. We're gonna come back up. Oh, it's breaking down. That's the move. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. EU just absolutely died. Here's the level. Waiting for that level to get hit. Switching to the 4 hour. Yep, we got that level being hit here. I would say that it's pretty much being hit here because it's on that wick right there. Okay, possible double bottom on the 4 hour here. Good bullish candle here on the 4 hour. Still not super happy about that double bottom. Nice double bottom. Can we get a breakout? Yep, that's the breakout right there. Okay. So here. The break and retest are you talking about this one right here? We're talking about that one. This one? If you're talking about that one, I would not have taken that trade because, you know, we hit support bounce, hit support looking for a bounce. I'm not looking for a break and retest here. You know, I'm not looking for a break and retest here because this is still support. This whole area right here is still support. So now we have that candle breakout. That's the last low pre-break. I would probably have put orders here. I'm gonna look at what's best in terms of entering here. I can probably have my TP here. Enter on that level right there. No, I would probably enter on that one. Have a little bit wider stop probably here. And then TP right here. See if we would have been filled on this one. Yep, we're filled here. Is this our first loser? We move our stops here. You can get a breakout. Okay, that's TP right there. Thought this was going to be a loser, but no, it's apparently this system can't lose. So we got closed at 23, the 17th, 23. 17th, 23. Yeah, okay guys, that's the last trade here we have on EU. Obviously we got so far 10 trades, 10 winners so far, no losers on EU for 2024, which I think is a bit insane. But I think with the more trades we have, I'm thinking we might have, you know, maybe thinking we'll get like 50 trades before we can make a decision. I'm going to be testing this on the 4 majors. And then if we have 50 trades based on that, I mean, if I have this type of results on the 4 majors, I'll test it on maybe 2 or 3 minors and crosses. But if I have the same results, then I know exactly what to do. I'm just going to continue doing whatever I do live. I'm going to be testing on multiple years as well to make sure that it's actually consistent throughout the years. But this type of result right here is just absolutely insane. And if we're able to quantify and create a mechanical system based on this, I will package a course for you guys, a very detailed course, you know, step by step, exactly how you should be setting up your market scanning routine, how you should be taking these trades, everything, right? Just create a structured course for everyone in the RLZ exclusive membership, and really help you trade just exactly the same way, very simple, and get elevation account with the fibers, get funded, and we take it from there, right? Okay, guys, I would like to thank you all for joining here today. Now you know how to backtest, how I backtest. Now you can do whatever you want, but this is how I backtest. And then with the backtest template, you can see here the different trading sessions, and obviously which ones are more profitable and all that fun stuff. Okay, take care, guys, and I will see you all in the next week. On Monday we do our next live stream. Take care, everyone, and of course I'm going to be live here on tomorrow as well with Dirk Hartig. All right, take care.